Hello, 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 everyone. It's Teresa from Teresa's Spot for Art. Welcome to another Halloween ornament tutorial. I have the first ones up there. I did a set of the three witches, and then we decoupaged not scallop shells, oyster shells. So let me turn you guys around, and we will get started. I have cut out these little wood tags. They're approximately, I used something else to measure. Let's see, let's go by inches because they're approximately 3¼ inches long by 2 inches wide. All right. I need a brush. I'm going to base coat them. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to base coat them. And then we're going to use some rub-on transfers from Essential Stencil. All right. So if you want to grab these rub-on transfers or any other Halloween transfers that they have, use the code StencilSpot for 10% off. And I'm just getting paint all over my fingers and base coating these little tags that I cut out. They might need 2 coats. We shall see. Is this going to stand up? Nope. We'll just do it like that. Not even washing my brush. I'm going right into the purple. They're Halloween. They can look a little grungy. No need to wash the brush. Besides, a lot of this you're not even going to see. I may or may not make these double-sided. Who knows? But you're not going to see a lot of the background because my rub-on transfers are going to take over most of the background. So we're not really worrying about that. We just want to have some color behind them. And we are going to need to dry these really, really well before we do that. Okay. And then this one, I'm going to get a little fancier with. Again, not washing my brush, but going in and out, dipping in purple, dipping in green. Let me wipe it off a little bit. Dip in purple, dip in green, dip in purple, dip in green, purple, and green. Now I'm going to do the edges. You can make these black, you can make these white, you can make these wherever you want. Again, a lot of this is not even going to be seen once we add our transfers. I want this one to dry better, so I'm going to put that on an angle. All right, and then I have these gold twist ties. They came from some goodie bags or something. I don't remember. But let me grab my dryer, and I'm going to show you what we have. So we have these black kitties on the books and some fall leaves. And we also have the haunted house and the gnomes and the mushrooms. This one had the truck in there, so lots of gnomes, lots of mushrooms. Oh, a cauldron and some bats. So this is the Halloween truck and gnome pack. And this is the, it doesn't say, but this is the black cat with the books pack. All right, and I'm just going to dry these as best I can, because you want these really, really dry when you start to add on your transfers or your paint will pull. Okay. You can do transfers on both sides if you want. Totally up to you. I mean, ornaments are nice when they're decorated on both sides because they do tend to move around. But since this is just a Halloween tree, it's totally up to you. Just a Halloween tree. How can I say just a Halloween tree? Nothing is just Halloween. Okay, I'm going to put that aside. Okay. I'm going to grab my transfers, move out my, so did you see these beautiful trays? I have this Halloween tray. I put all my earrings in it so I can change my earrings and wear my Halloween earrings for the month of October. And then this jack-o'-lantern tray, aren't they gorgeous? Those are on my website as well. But I wanted to lay out my earrings because if I don't have my earrings front and center, I will wear the same ones every single day. And I have quite a few Halloween earrings that I want to wear during Halloween. So I'm cutting out that one, and I want this green leaf. You know why? Because it's green and it's popping a little bit against the rest of the colors. So aren't these cute and these adorable? All different sizes, the books, the pumpkins, the potions, that cutie cat. So that's going to be one. I don't know which one yet, but that's going to be one. And then let's open this set. This is the Halloween Truck and Gnomes. I didn't use the Halloween truck yet, but I'm going to. I need to prep a board for that. But look how gorgeous this is. Isn't that so fun, you guys? You can do a whole scene with the truck and put the trees on the side and the cauldron and the bats flying through the air. I'm going to make a wood board with this, so stay tuned for that. I have to see which ones are going to fit. I had a pumpkin. Did you see the little pumpkin? Not a pumpkin. A little, there it is. It's not a pumpkin. It's a mushroom. I don't know. Sometimes I'm so twisted, you guys. So let's put that aside. Let's put the truck aside because we're not going to use that. And then let's see what we are going to use. I think this one is too big. And so this one will work. Yep. Well, one of these gnomes, the gnomes are a little bit big. They're going to get cut off, which I don't mind if they get cut off, but I think they're going to get cut off a little too much. What do you think? The cat's going to work. That's going to work. You know what will it work? Can we do it sideways? Let me see. Let me tell you about my best friend. We can do a couple of bats on this one. So I'm going to cut out the bats. 1, 2, and 3. And then maybe we'll do a mushroom on the other side. All right, and let's get rid of all these guys. Okay, so bats and mushroom. I think we're going to go in the purple. I'm going to do this one on here. So these are dry. I'll show you how easy it is. We're just going to separate the backing. Okay, we're going to take our transfer and put it down. And then we're going to take this stick, and you can use this burnisher or the stick that it comes from. You can use a popsicle stick. You can use your finger. Whatever you want. It's totally up to you. And you will see that the, let me show you guys up here. You will see that the transfer will start to release and pull away from the design. It'll start to be a little bit clear or like cloudy, I guess, as the ink and stuff lifts away. All right, want to make sure, do it slowly because you want to make sure you get the whole entire thing. Little piece right there. And there we go. Not done, but how cool is that? Okay. We're going to move on to our kitty cat. We cut all these off because we're going to do those separate. Actually, Actually, maybe we'll put the bats on that one and we'll put the kitty cat on this one. So again, I'm going to peel this off. Okay. I'm going to line this up as best as I can. The cat fits. And it fits way better than the gnomes did. The gnomes were a little too big. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to start scraping. So there's these Halloween transfers plus many more at Essential Stencil. Easy and simple to apply. You don't have to have any talent whatsoever. You just want to base coat your surface. It has to be a hard surface too. Not like it can be a t-shirt or actually, maybe it could be a dish towel. I don't know. I shouldn't really say that. But hard works better because you really have to give it a little bit of pressure to work in and have this release the entire thing. So you want to come up. I'm going to give it a little bit of a peek. And I'm going to make sure that I get everything. It's easy to see if you get it or not because it'll be stuck on the paper. So just lift it ever so slowly. All right. And how cute is that? So now I'm going to take that. I don't think I can do anything with that, but we're going to put it aside anyway because, you know, that's how I roll. I'm going to get one leaf and 2 leaves. Let's make this a little smaller. Okay. I'm going to peel this up. There we go. And I'm going to put it right there. Again, using the burnisher. This little squeegee thing comes with the transfers from Essential Stencil. But you can use a popsicle stick. You can use your finger. Whatever you use, it's got to be strong and flat. And something that you can put a little bit of your elbow into. Let me see. There we go. How cute is that? Now I saved this green one. I'm going to use this green one over here on the mushroom. And you can overlap these. You have to be careful, but you can overlap these. I have the little bit of the stem from this leaf overlapping on this mushroom. I almost said pumpkin again. So you can overlap these. You just want to be careful when you're adding the next layer that you're careful with the first layer. Okay. Again, just take a peek. A little piece right there. And there we go. So that's one. And so I think I'm going to do this one. I might do 3, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do one on the bottom. Oh, here we go. I'm going to do that one right there. So how simple. You have wood tags or some scrap wood and some transfers. You just want to base coat whatever you're using. And then get these transfers and just rub them on. Okay, there's my cat. So cool. Let me clean up a little bit here. So far we have those two. I think I'm going to add another leaf. And now we're going to work on this guy. Pumpkins, again, pumpkin. It is not a pumpkin. It is a mushroom. Geez Louise. Get it to fit on there as best I can. And go for it. It's okay, and I say this in my beginning painting classes all the time and on my YouTube. It is okay to have elements sticking off your surface. It gives it a lot more interest. It is okay to have elements overlapping. I know it is hard for some people to understand that, and we'll be painting and they'll paint a flower and then they'll paint another flower and then they're like, I don't have any room for another flower. Yes, you do. You just need to overlap it take a deep breath, dip your brush in the paint, and go for it. Oh, little piece right there. And if you saw that, it was a little piece that didn't get on. I was lifting it up, it wasn't there, and then I come back, and it's all good. Oh, another little piece right there. So if you don't pull the whole thing up, it stays lined up perfect, and you can just lay it back down and finish burnishing what you have to burnish. See how cloudy it gets? Over here it's kind of cleared, over here it's cloudy. When it gets cloudy, that's how you know the design has separated from the plastic sheet. And there we go. And look, it didn't fit, but look how cool that looks. Isn't that just the cutest little thing? So now I'm going to add another leaf on here, I think. Just like that. You know what we can do? Because I pulled out those bats, and we discussed making these double-sided. I think I'm going to use a bat on the back of each one. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do for a little bit of a border. Okay, so when it starts to get cloudy, see it's cloudy there, but it's still pretty vibrant there. That has not released yet. So I'm going to come back, give it another little rub, and then gently lift. Okay, I'll save this one. And now I'm going to put bats on the backs. And then we're going to finish these off. You can use a little glitter. I'm going to make a little border. Easy peasy. Sometimes I use this technique to do borders around my canvases. And I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. Again, if you want to get stencils or these rub-on transfers from Essential Stencil, use code StencilSpot for 10% off. They have great quality reusable stencils, and these transfers are so trendy and pretty. Well, as pretty as Halloween can be. I guess Halloween can be pretty, right? It's kind of cool. They have a stencil club, which honestly I am not a part of, but it is a Stencil of the Month club, and they have the coolest stencils in their Stencil of the Month club. Their designs are just on trend. Their stencils are quality, nice thick mylar. Reuse them over and over and over again, and they wash up really, really well. And then last but not least, so even the backs of these, even if we just did the bats, look how cool they are. And you can take and clear coat these if you want. You don't have to. I can put a coat of Mod Podge on them. If they were going to be outside, I would. But since they're just going to be inside, I'm probably not going to worry about it. It does take a little bit of some elbow grease. So you do have to rub a little bit, but it's worth it. Okay. Then I'm going to use this. I'm going to put out a little bit of black paint. And I'll put my black paint in a little bit of a line. See, instead of putting a dot, I made, oh, you can't really see that, but I made a line. I'm going to put this scraper right in there. Get it on the edge. I'm going to come back, and I'm just going to frame my tags. Pick up a little bit of paint. and just frame around. Oh, I think I picked up a little bit of orange when I did that. That's okay. Looks kind of cool. And I'm just going to frame around my, you can do a palette knife with this. You can use a business card to do this. There's one. Maybe I'll do the green on this one, even though I already have black on my thing. It's okay. I'll do the green on this one because the black wouldn't have really shown. Tiniest bit. Scraping on the edge. And working my way completely around on the border. I'm going to do the backs as well. I'll show you on the one. But these have to dry. I can't be flitting around with these because now I can't just lay them wherever. So I'll show you on the back of this one. Should I try purple? Let me wipe this off. Maybe I'll try purple on this one. What do you think? I like it. I like it. I like it, and I'm keeping it. I could put a little white on here too, actually. So I'm going to go around this whole thing. And then when these dry, I'm going to do the same exact thing on the other side. All right. Do I have white? I need a little bit of white. A little bit. See that? There's hardly anything on there. And I'm just coming back and I'm adding a little bit of white. Not too much. I just want it to pop a tiny bit. And there we go. Put this aside, clean this off. So we have our 3 ornaments with the borders. When they dry, I'm going to put these on to hang them. I'll take a picture of the finished product. So we have the bats on the back. I'm going to border those as well. And then we have that one. So let me turn you guys around real quick. Thanks for joining me. And here we go. There's one with the back. I didn't do the border yet. There's 2. A little black cat sitting on the books. I'm going to add these to my tree. And there is the one and just the bat that I've nice and simple with the border. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.